yo, lesson here, babe. You come at the king, you best not miss.
What's happening? What's going on? Kevin was right! Winter is coming and we don't have a man! Oh my God.
If that water wet, it's got gators in it.
Oh, yeah? Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
They shouldn't have given you ashy blokes YouTube.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, for the dust we are. And to the dust we shall return.
All right. Okay, you Dusty Jermaines, you Ashy Jeffries, and you Dirty Foot Jose's. Oldie but goodie, we're punching the clock today with something that I saw on Dr. Thunder's channel. I think it was the other morning about do black women hate black men? And then it kind of reminded me of something Kevin did when he was alive. Something that even made him kind of shed a tear. So we're going to do that and go ahead and punch my clock, man, put in my hour, and give you guys something to think about. All right. AB Media, beaming in on first, okay? Adding first, okay? I don't think it's low key anymore. It's going to get lower key, man, as this economy takes hold, okay? Shannon Green, what's going on? Silver Green, I got a notification. Hip Hop Parade. Yeah, I actually probably put it up a little earlier, so that's probably why. Snowman said back on beat by batting fifth. I heard that, Snowman. Lead off for the next inning. Adric, what's going on? St. Cyr, what's going on? Reporting live from the gym. Only one black woman present. She's probably old, too. Grab Betty punching the clock. Okay, heard that. Loki Stormbringer, what's going on? Lazarus, how's the, whatchamacallit going? Can you re-upload your Matrix movie esoteric review on your, okay. Okay, I'll actually upload it again. Touched by God was gone. Nothing low key about it. 50 years of propaganda paid for our government. Why we still vote Democrat? Black won't get all the benefits. It didn't just start, man. Go back and look at the Philadelphia Negro by Du Bois. Okay, it didn't just start. Okay, it didn't start with 50 years. Okay, they've been feeling that way about it. So, in fact, go read the book or go even look at the movie. Their eyes are watching God. Okay, they didn't respect us back then. So we, the black community, voted for an Indian woman cosplaying black with white husband because we have to also been programmed to be feminists by our single mothers and hard pill to swallow. I think all feminism did was actually enhance what was already there. In fact, feminism was actually invented by a white woman and a black woman. Okay, a second wave anyway. Two Triv, what's going on? Brooklyn's Finest, what's going on? Sexy Silk, what's going on? Fernando, what's going on? Kinsey and Red, what's going on? I'm not getting screen names. Okay, I have to ask them about that because I'm not getting you guys the screen names. I think that's YouTube. Let's see who else here. Don Calypso, what's up? At this point, Contempt and NATO's hashtag ABA, Yankee Fried Immigrant Black Women have for black men is beyond low key and outright blatant. Yeah, it's starting to spread. What's going on, Gabar? ABZ, I'm not sure who that is. They hate us because they have to be with us. We are the floor. We are the floor. I say Sigma. Yeah, that's true because they weren't brought here to be our wives. ABZ. Ilias, what's happening? Gregory Nicholson, what's going on? Adriano. Kenneth Young. MJD, they think they do. They always have. Prince, what's going on? The Black Toxic, what's going on? A6, what's going on? Chance, what's happening, Chance? Lagon, what's going on? Painless, what's happening, man? Mark Bryant, CJH, what's going on? Martin Muhammad says, Sensei, thank you for all the good teaching and understanding that you share with us. What's going on? How's the family going, Martin? Are you Martin? Are you Muslim? Are you practicing? The Great Black Reset. Yeah, well, you know, we're in the middle of it. Well, the whole country's in the middle of a reset, man. In fact, the whole world is in the middle of a reset. So we're just riding on that wave. Oh, just put in 5 miles on a new bike and feeling good. I heard that, man. Blow out them lungs. H&F, what's going on? What's good? Bruce, what's going on? King Pix, what's happening? Computer Geek, what's going on? So, Salud, what's going on? Babu, Indigo Flow. Say Code Ranger, what's going on? B Quaid, what's going on? LAXT, what's going on? Dookie, what's happening? Afro National, what's going on? Palm Beach Mike. Naima, what's happening? Paul. Jay. Southpaw. Ghost Rider, what's up? Think or Die, what's going on? Jason. Hey. Prodigy, what's happening? Okay. Give us the details of your last machine. What's going on, Harden? Ivan, what's going on? Hey, Mookie, what's happening? Give me the energy to teach more passport bros, okay? Oh, all you got to do is go to TikTok, man. They give you fuel daily. Jim Doe, what's going on? Marcellus, what's going on? LAXT, what's going on? I've been told ninjas ain't shit, and I'm standing right there. Dr. Goodbar, what's happening? Mr. Coakley, what's going on? Galen? Mr. Reed, what's going on? Michael, what's happening? I think or die. Yeah, Green Gorilla's right. Yep, racial hypergamy. Yep. And what is it called? Social dominance theory, which is where everybody else gets it from. Let's be frank. Could this low contempt for black men be an added reason why black male leadership accepted integration? No, it's not. Okay, integration. They white people always wanted to integrate you. The thing is, the reason they didn't do it earlier. Okay, if we follow the tea leaves. Okay, um, you would have been like the Native Americans if they had their druthers. Okay, but the things they couldn't is because they needed you to stay on the land and make money for the United States. Okay, so in other words, 75% of the GDP before the Civil War was actually generated by the slaves, the black slaves in the South. Okay, and after they freed you, okay, all the GDP actually went out the door. So they had to use Jim Crow to put you back on the land to keep making money for the United States. It's about money. Okay, okay, it was about money. It wasn't about morality or racism, stuff like that. It was about money. Racism followed the money. If they could have had poor whites work that land the same way you did, they'd have replaced you with poor white people. But the poor white people and Native Americans couldn't work that land. That's the only reason. If it was up to them, they'd have shipped you back to Africa, which they did try. Jetland, I will be heading to the very same in about 90 minutes. Okay. Uh, Fandish, what's going on? Afro Nationals, Most Fet, what's happening? Mark Muhammad, thank you for asking. I just got on my flight back to Detroit to oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Oh, she was not. Oh, okay. You know what? I celebrate that. If she made it to 90, I celebrate her. Okay. Not active in any religious house at present. My life reflects more of. Oh, said Hartha. Okay. Independence. Okay. Finding yourself. Yeah. Now, God bless you, because my grandmother died at 96. Okay. Man, if you make it to 80, man, you're good. You're Gucci. Okay. Any older person that dies and they die past 80, okay, I don't feel sorry for them, because man, they did the damn thing. Okay, they did the damn thing. So she made it to 90, man. Bless her. Okay, bless her heart. She went as far as she could. Dr. Els, what's going on? I need more. I need material, Dr. Els. I need some more black female fuckery. Ninja Person, what's going on? And Sigma. Okay. Yeah, I might, because I actually did it. I might review it on here, because I actually did it on my Master's Teacher Response channel. But I might do it. I might bring it over here and do it here on the big channel. There's a real good reason why. Hey, Big Trick, what's going on? Um, how you reach out and they refuse. They're scared. They're scared. They're scared. Dr. Els. They're scared because they get to run in their mouths and they expose themselves. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get started, because this one was actually on. You might want to review this one too, Dr. Els. Okay, this was actually on Dr. Thunder's channel. Okay, and he played parts of it. Actually want to get the whole thing from him. So give the brother his nod. Share screen. This is done pretty recently, but the thing is, he echoes the same sentiment we've been echoing. Dr. T, what's going on? Dr. T out there doing the Lord's work. I might get to your piece with you and Jeff, Doc, because you guys are echoing the same sentiment. Okay. This comes from Doc G07. Okay, and just a working guy. Okay, with a channel, and he's going to say the same thing that we all say. Okay. So say we all, right? Okay. And then we'll get to the piece that Kevin did a while back. So let's go ahead and boost this up, because it's only like 8 minutes.
Yo, what's up, man?
Once again, it's your friend, your twin, your man at 100 grand doc. About to go to the gym again. And just wanted to make a quick video. You know, and I really don't want to make this one, but I'm gonna make it anyway because it needs to be said. You know, a lot of people be like, why do black men leave black women and all of that shit, you know, and this applies. This is basically black American men and black American women, you know, this whole demographic. And I don't know why the fuck, you know, motherfuckers are basically going head to head at each other so bad right now. The shit is ridiculous, you know. I mean, I swear to God, them Willie Lynch methods are working perfectly, I swear. But anyway, you know, as a, you know, just as a brother that's been in America for the longest, I can honestly say beyond the shadow of a doubt that I have rarely ever felt genuine love and care from black women in this country.
Speak on it, black man. Speak on it. Speak on it, brother. They don't believe us. They ain't hearing me. Speak on it.
I will say that one more time. I have rarely ever felt genuine love or genuine care or genuine concern from...
Willie R., we listen and we don't judge, okay?
From sisters in this country. I venture to say that I have felt outright scorn and hatred. Like most sisters, most black women don't like black men. I'm talking about to the core. And
yes, it's embedded. It's in the culture. Okay? Like Mr. Z said, message.
They'll be quick to say how much they don't like us. And then in the same vein, they'll be like, why don't y'all protect us?
Yep.
Why don't y'all stay around and raise your kids? And da 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 da.
Yep.
It's like, it's almost like a lot of black...
And they're the ones that leave you, push you out of the house and leave you and say they don't want you in the house no more, okay? Still happening. Black women ain't stopped pushing black men out of the house. They still do it. That ain't stopped, okay? It's not back in the 60s or the 50s or welfare. They still do it. Look at the divorce rate, okay? Initiated by them. Okay, that's pushing you out of the house.
American women take joy in cutting down a black man.
Pop the balloon, anybody? Okay, humiliation ritual. I know you guys. I know you lefties gonna pick this shit up. Humiliation ritual that black women love to do. In fact, we even like seeing it because we watch that bullshit because we're so used to it. Okay, we're so gynocratic. We like to be ritually humiliated because we think it's funny. The black men think that shit is funny, which I've always hated. Okay. She can sit up and talk about your ass and insult your ass and clown your ass, and you sit up there laughing. I always hated that shit, man. When I was a little boy, I hated that shit. But I couldn't say nothing as a little boy.
They take joy in that shit. I mean, it's fucked up.
King Pigs, Pop the Balloon does represent everybody. It does, okay? Stop that shit, okay? That's what he's trying to tell you. It does. The representative were like 90% of black women. They love that shit, okay? So not everybody, not all. Get the fuck out of here with that not all.
They even take it out on their sons. I've seen this shit plenty of times. They will take out their hatred that they have for us on their own sons.
Yep.
Oh, don't let me be a testimonial to that shit because I can go all day on that, but I'm not even gonna go there. They'll take it out like almost every brother they know. I was looking at this stream recently. It was a fucking group chat, and it was a group chat with like a whole bunch of Black American women.
Yep.
Post-war Black American women, by the way. A lot of them were baby mamas, by the way. It was a group chat with a bunch of them, with a bunch of...
Hell, they hate their fathers. They hate you. Okay, they're taught to hate you and their sons. Okay, because they don't think we're worth anything.
Sisters had to be about like maybe 9 of them, and they was doing a group chat on live, and they was doing a group chat. It was 9 sisters and a member of the Ku Klux Klan on the phone, like a white dude. They literally called the KKK to speak, to speak ill of Black men. And they were saying things like, I celebrate every time a Black man gets killed by the police. And, and we should abort Black male babies. They were saying the worst things that you...
Go read the book, or go look at the movie Their Eyes Are Watching God, okay? Or Her Eyes Are Watching God, okay? And see, and that book was written in the 30s, okay? Bullshit. I'm older than you. I went through the same shit, okay? My grandmother used to carry a razor in her bosom, okay? And try to put her husband's head through a goddamn wall. Y'all got it better than we had it.
You could ever hear out of a mouth of a woman, not just out of the mouth of a Black woman, out of the mouth of any human being that I've ever seen. They were literally sitting there in a group talking about unaliving Black male babies, man.
Yeah.
This is Black women that was doing this. And this...
They didn't get away with calling the KKK is because white men believe that Black women belong to them, okay? Black men that were there for labor, okay? Most white men believe that a Black woman's bodies belong to them. You're the ops, not her. To them, you're the ops. They like this VAW, violence against women. That was for white women, okay? Black women could always call the cops on you, have you hauled off, just on her word. I can't tell you how many times I saw my father in Dallas in the back of a police car that my mama called. Don't give me that shit. Y'all got it. Y'all actually have it a lot better now, okay? Because the domestic violence rate has gone down since y'all don't marry these broads, okay? Domestic violence rate. Black men had the highest domestic violence rate in the United States for about a good 50 years, up until 1985, when we stopped marrying these chicks, okay? Our domestic violence rate was higher than white women.
It's supposed to be the group of women that men like me are supposed to fight and die for, right? I don't understand, man, and it's crazy. Like I said a couple times, the only group of women on earth who will get together in mass, stand up with their chest out and be like, we don't need our men, and then they wonder why the communities are as fucked up as they are, and then they wonder why single mother households produce the biggest number of criminals and all that shit. It's just like, come on, man. It's like, when the fuck are you gonna get over your egos? And
black women love criminals. That's another thing. I started to do that one, okay? How black women actually love criminals, okay? They do. Even before the freaking crack era, okay? The thing is, most criminals went to jail and didn't have no money, okay? But they love criminals, okay? They always have.
Your egos are destroying the community. Your egos are building broken homes. Your egos, that I don't need a man shit, is basically a way to save face in public from your internal battles, from your internal scars that you haven't healed from yet.
And they're not scars, okay? That's been handed down. That's culture, okay? The ego comes from culture. Been handed down from their great grandma. Ain't no scars. Ain't no
Look, I can't
internal
help
trauma.
if you got treated like shit by some hood dude.
He didn't get treated. She didn't get treated like shit. Her mama taught her to pick that dude. Okay, go meet her mama. Her mama didn't get played over by no hood dude. Black women want us gone. We can't get them for betrayal. They don't want us gone because they wouldn't have a floor. Okay, it's because the white man's not going to accept him. He's gonna have sex with him. He'll keep him around as a side chick, but he's not gonna keep him around as a main chick.
I can't help if you got beaten or raped by some motherfucker, but that does not represent all black men.
White women get sexually molested way more than black women, and guess what? They don't come out acting like that.
You know, matter of fact, most of us despise people like that. We check brothers like that. But here's the thing: y'all come out here, y'all take y'all's pain out on all of us, and that shit ain't right. And you, like I said, and you take this pain out on your sons and your nephews and just random black men out here that's just trying to do right. It's like you praise. It's like black women praise fuckery.
Yes, they do.
It's like they praise that shit.
Say it again, black man. Say it again. Say it again.
Shit. They praise the Cardi B's of the world who are out here having babies with the worst of the worst. They praise the Sexy Reds of the world who are out here motherfucking glorifying STDs.
Yep.
They praise shit like the Bad Girls Club and twerking and loving hip hop and fighting and ghetto fighting. Like, they praise this type of shit, man. Even the professional sisters praise this bullshit. I don't get it, man. And then
Okay, Jeff, I'll email you.
Then they got nothing but negative shit to say about us. So yeah, man. I don't know what to say, man. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how much I can defend sisters at all. Like, I just don't. Because I mean, it's nothing to defend at this point. And I hate to say that. I really do. I mean, I just had to fucking state my piece after seeing that fucking that live video with 9 sisters out here talking about, you know, unaliving black male babies and shit. Like, that shit disgusted me to my core. I just had to speak on that shit real quick. Once again, it's your boy Doc G out. Peace.
And white YouTube co-signed that shit because they didn't take it down. If I did the same thing that Cynthia G did back then, man, I'd have had my channel taken. Okay, I'd have had my channel taken. But the white people co-sign that shit. They do. White people co-sign that shit. But the thing is, this is not new. Now, this got to be 20 years ago, man. We used to go back and forth about how come black women don't when you say hello, don't like to say hello to you or smile. I mean, you know, it's just now getting to the point because the economy is making a turn. Okay, you pull up. Okay, say you pull up to a drive-thru getting something to eat, right? Or walk to a counter getting something to eat, right? Man, you know, automatically you see a young sister at the counter. She gonna have an attitude, and you just got there. You don't know her from a can of freaking paint. In fact, you know a can of paint better than her. And she got an attitude. She don't even know you. She got an attitude. She don't even want to say hello. She don't want to say, may I help you? She just look at you. That's an internalized bullshit contempt that's been passed down from all the way from their grandmothers. Man, I hear my mother talk to her relatives about us. Okay, the same, and they think it's funny. That's going in on us and talking about us and shaming us and that kind of stuff. It's funny to them. Always has been. After the Germans left France, the Frenchmen chastised the females for selling out. It will happen to Keisha as well. Uh, the thing is, okay, this is internalized. You gotta see, y'all gotta remember, okay? We're a conglomerate of people, okay? Keisha was not sent here, brought here, sold here to be your wife. Diane Stewart, okay? Diane Stewart actually did a whole book about black women and black love, right? She'll tell you, okay, the only reason that black people started getting married in mass is because they were forced to by white people. You had to fit in. That stuff has never gone away. She was never your woman, okay? Anyway, let's go to the next one. This is the one, okay? I want to play this because this is the one. This is the one years ago. This is one that touched me, is because even Kevin had to shed a tear. Okay. After talking to this lady, a black woman out of order, as Yana Van Zandt says, which she's not the first one to say it. Okay, she didn't agree with it. My mentor used to say that all the time, right? Shahrazad Ali said it all the time, right? A black woman out of order. Okay. And it took them a while to actually grow. Oh shit, these women are nuts. It's because at least back then, okay, I can say that at least when you got a black woman, you married a black woman, she's trained to be a wife. You could hate each other, fight each other, and they fought each other a lot, okay? Disagree with each other, back talk, but at least one thing, she was going to take care of your house and take care of your children is because she was trained to, okay? They are no longer trained to, so you have a whole lot of feral black women out here, even though their mouths are not nearly as bad as they used to be, okay? But the thing is, they're not worth anything. But this is the one that even Kevin had to shed a tear on, okay? He's talking to a black psychologist. This is what Jeff is talking about, okay? About black female psychologists.
That's fair. That's fair. But I will say this:
No. You didn't answer. You just said it's fair. Why can they do that?
Okay, code switching. W.E. Du Bois. It's something that we're able to do in different circumstances.
Oh, hold on.
Not code switching.
Let me pull it back a little bit.
Okay.
Pull it back a little bit.
Okay.
There's a consequence. They act that way at work. They lose. I don't know what you mean. You're suited and booted. You're ready to go.
Okay. Chief Rocker, keep pushing, BGS. We would love to hear your commentary with the background music on the behavior of kids in Chicago that attacked that. Oh my God. Okay. They're not training. There's no consequences for the kids. The thing is, you let young white women and black girls go feral. Okay. They can attack anybody. There's no consequential rule of law. Okay. And if these women grow up that way, when they have kids, guess what they're gonna give their kids? Okay. Same kind of feral upbringing. Okay. Nobody can be shamed for anything. Nobody can be chastised for anything. Guess what? Those kids are gonna act out the way they see their mother act out. Where do you think they learn that shit from?
And this and that. True or false?
That's true. Can't argue with that.
So don't tell me about context. If you can control it at work, that means you can control it elsewhere. True or false?
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, the only
that is
variable
true.
How much you respect your situations. See, what you've just proven that black women can respect their environment, work environment, their paycheck, but they don't have that same level of respect when dealing with a black man.
Say it again, black man. Say it again. This exact clip in the entire stream was was the point where I said it was over. Peace to KS. Yep. Say it again, black man. It's bullshit. In fact, my mentor, who's 80 years old, right? And she's been counseling females since for like 45 years. Okay, probably longer than that, more like 50 years. Okay, she said the exact same thing. Okay, if you can control it at work, you can control it at home.
So here's what I'd like to say. The sister who came on earlier, I wanted to.
But let's acknowledge that. But before you do that, let's acknowledge that that's accurate.
Yes.
Or disagree. Which one is it? Is it accurate or you disagree?
She's laughing.
Okay, so it is accurate, but again, there's context.
Yeah, the context.
I feel like
you got more respect for your job than you do the average black man. That's the context. We understand it. You don't have any respect. You know how to act when you respect somebody.
Say it again, black man. Kevin was fired up. He was pissed. He was actually pissed.
It's on the line when there's a consequence, but there's nothing on the line with a black man because most black women have lack of respect for black men.
Ooh.
So they can talk any other kind of way.
Pop the balloon, anybody? Pop the balloon? Pop the balloon, anybody? I don't care what you look like. They have no filter, okay, when it comes to you.
Context.
Okay. When you say it like that, I feel like you're boiling it down in a real simplistic way.
Yeah,
in the work environment.
Because it's very simple. It's very simple. Black women know how to act.
Yes.
Always have.
Yes.
It's just you have gotten to the point where you don't give a shit about what your reflection cares about. So because you don't have to respect it.
No, that's true.
There's no consequence when you deal with a black
man.
It's
the same thing with those kids attacking that pregnant woman, okay? No consequences for respecting boundaries, okay? They're feral.
Go back 3 calls when this woman's just complaining about smiling at a black man.
Right.
So I'm boiling it down, make it simplistic. Go ahead. Tell us why it's such. Let me say something too before you do this. Remember when I said everything's variable, guys? Everything's variable. It's always subjective. The counter to that is either subjective or variable, or it's extremely complex. It's differential equations. It's calculation. It's calculating in 4 space. And if we were more intelligent, we could understand the complexities. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to respond to that, sister. When I've had that experience as well at different points in my life where black men are like, hey, you should smile, miss. And when I think about it, sometimes you are just in deep thought, and truly, and with the context, the other women in other races, maybe they don't have to tell them to do that because they're not carrying the grief that we're carrying around.
Blame the white man. Okay. So it's guess what? Okay. Guess what? What we say?
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
Fault, okay? It's always somebody else's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault, okay?
We're mourning for our brothers in the community, like legit.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, ma'am, no. You're mourning.
Okay.
You cause black men more grief than LAPD, system of white supremacy, or any of this other shit. Mourn your brothers for what you do to us, not the system.
Ooh. Start there. Start there. Say it again, black man. Say it again, little brother. Say it again. That's like I could not do that show, okay? Kevin had to do that show. I could not. Kevin and Jeff have to do these shows, okay? Because I can't do it. I cannot do it. That's why Jeff has to do this shit. I can't do it, okay? I can't do it. And Kevin damn near blew a gasket, okay?
Sorry, man, but I've heard that too much. And y'all get up on this high horse like before we got to deal with the system of white supremacy, we got to deal with what lays beside us.
Yes.
That's fair. I just feel like there is a level of deep concentration that sometimes we're in that impacts. I mean, it just does. It disproportionately impacts our community. So we do have more things on our mind than women of other races. We can't have that levity that they may have at times. I would love to, step into that all the time. But there's sometimes it's, you have a lot on your mind. I know I'm
Let's say I accept that being black in this country is because what are you doing about it? What's the name of your therapy?
Is it acceptable for black men who go through twice as much and are more scrutiny? If you look at the outcomes, look at the outcomes for black men compared to black women. Black men should actually hate their women, right? Should hate their women, hate their guts, because of shit that we're going through. We're not allowed, as Jeff said, allowed to talk about them or talk bad about them. Okay? We're not allowed to hate them. We're not allowed to not smile at them. We're not allowed to not protect them. According to her logic, we should be allowed, shouldn't we? According to her logic, if white supremacy is so oppressive, we should be the meanest people on the planet. We should be the meanest group of men on the fucking planet. And black women should be cowering every time they see us walk by. Do they? I call bullshit.
What's the name of my therapist?
In general, are black women in therapy for these issues?
Yes.
In mass.
I think we're getting there, because what I can say is,
come on, Ma. This is the black community. The therapy we have in the black community. No. I'll let you say it, because there is a point to be made. The black experience in this country, because of chattel slavery, I can hear that. But what I can't hear is you're not doing anything about the issues that you want us to take under advisement.
Mm-hmm.
It just happens. It's a permanent condition. It can't be changed. So what? It's either ignore it or Jesus.
Ooh.
No,
I'm asking.
Ignore it, and the very men they despise, the very men that they have contempt for, we're supposed to pick it up by our bootstraps, by ourselves, with white supremacy, and white women and white men having our boots, and they're also them having their foot on our necks and rise up and actually save this community. Get the entire fuck out of here, okay?
What are you doing about it?
Me on a personal level?
No.
I'm a therapist. I'm a licensed therapist, and I'm serving our community.
You're a licensed therapist, and you know, just like I know, I deal with therapists all the time, and black people are not in therapy at any large level.
Yeah, I agree, and I love that you promote it. It's becoming destigmatized, but we, of all people, we need it the most, and especially our women as well, and how to relate to our black men. There is a level of decorum that's missing, but again, I feel like it's misguided self-expression because of all the.
How is it misguided self-expression? There's always an excuse, okay? When they do this shit, there's an excuse. When we do that shit, there's no excuse. Why is that? Jeff, help me out. Help me out. Okay? Okay, you're the opposite to me. Help me out. Why is it misguided when they do it, but it's evil and hateful when we do it?
Oppression and just the day-to-day microaggressions, all the things that we have to deal with. This is a way to kind of,
No. I'm not.
All right.
And that's it. Funny when Keisha gets battered.
All right.
I've tried, ma'am. The way you talk removes accountability from women. Misguided expression. Bullshit.
Oh! Say it
Get away
again.
with it.
Say it again. Say it again, black man. Say it again. Put your chest into it, little brother. Bullshit. Okay?
We have one-way aggression and violence in our community.
Yes.
It goes from women to men.
Yes.
Men are not allowed for.
In fact, it's documented. It's documented that black women are way more violent towards us than vice versa. It's documented, but they lie on us every day. They freaking lie on us every day. It's documented how violent they are to us. Documented. That's why I love Tommy Curry. He pulls out the fucking numbers, okay? He pulls out the numbers. And the only time domestic violence rates went down towards black men was when black men stopped marrying these broads, okay? Okay, we ate better, we made more money, okay? We ate better, made more money, we started living longer as soon as we got away from Keisha. It's documented. Go look at the charts. When did your lifespan start to shoot up? Right after you left her ass, okay? White men do better with Becky, okay? They live longer, they're healthier, they make more money, okay? That is not the case for black men, okay? That's not the case for black men. every black man should come with a therapist, okay? Because he gonna need one. If when you sign a marriage certificate, you get to take them vows. You need to go find you a Jeff. You're gonna need it to survive her. No, I can't do Kevin's show, but VHS can. No, man, I couldn't do it, man. I'd get kicked off of YouTube.
Expression. That's why so many women get upset with my show, because I actually have the nerve to bark back.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Because what you're saying, even for the truth in it, you are trying to expand it to where it covers a lot of things. No, what are you doing about it? Where was all this misguided expression when we had Jim Crow, segregation, lynching, and all that other kind of stuff? When prior to 1965, when we were made at a rate of 80%, where was all that misguided expression in? When we actually had real, institutionalized, colored whites, where was it all then?
You're right. You're right. There were a lot more checks and balances in place. There was a lot more of a real threat. Like, you get out of line and you're going to lose a life.
No, ma'am. No.
If you lost, okay, back then, okay, before they started pushing black people into the cities, okay, where women have way more support, they would starve to death if you weren't there. They had to have you. Did they like you? No. Okay, but they needed you. They needed their workhorse. So, and they knew that if you mouthed off too much, okay, you got in his face too much, he's just gonna walk off and leave you with them kids, and you knew that. That's what kept you in check. Ask my aunt.
What I'm saying was, where was all the misguided expression from women to men back when we had real racism in your face?
Yeah, no,
that's why I call bullshit on your example. Because as you become more free, you become more problematic.
Yes.
We are almost two different races. Our black women are women.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can't make a demand. We can't even ask you to smile.
Oh.
But you want us to protect you.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Can't even ask you to smile, but you want us to lay down our lives for you, right? Remember this stream. This was the stream where that broke his heart. It was sobering to say that in the very least. Yep. Passport equals checkmate. That's why I knew as Donald Trump and AI, the twin horsemen would come in and start cleaning up the black community, because they have to. Okay. They got to get in check, because the AI's going to take their jobs on one end and Donald Trump's going to take their safety net on the other. They ain't got no choice. Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, James Earl Jones lived into their 90s. Billy D. Williams is almost 90. What do they all have in common? Marrying white women. I ain't gonna say that, man. Yeah, okay. They're not married to black women. That is true. That is true. I actually went to school with Sidney Poitier's goddaughter.
Are you all women? What do you think? What do you say? No. Before you answer this question.
And she was fine. Okay.
By the way you see the ethnic image of black women acting towards black men, are black women our women? Not aspirationally, by the results, by what you see.
Not aspirationally, by what I see. Not aspirationally.
She don't want to answer it, okay? She don't want to answer it because she know the truth. I say, bring on the evil twin VHS show. Roll pill twice, okay? Appreciate you. Black women do not belong to me, okay?
I feel like, yes, we definitely.
I asked you what you see and what you feel. Ma'am, are you going to actually tell me, by what you see, black women act like they belong to black men?
They feel like they belong to us, but guess what? Their behavior does. It's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
In fact, they don't feel they belong to us. They feel that we belong to them. Okay. Because ain't no pet owner gonna say that they belong to the dog or the cat. Okay, the cat belongs to them. The dog belongs to them. Okay. The cat or the dog has no ownership over the master. The master or the owner has ownership. Well, that's how come they fly to Colombia and Thailand and Japan and Africa to bring your ass back to claim ownership over you. No, you can't have. We own this. We own you, Negroes. Okay.
We need a lot of mentoring.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna say
no. You already starting the beatboxing. See, subjective variable. See, when you ask a question, the boxers them in, they don't want to call, they don't want to hold us to the task, so they're gonna start breakdancing. Yes or no, man? You're a professional, right? A healthcare professional, right?
I am. But
answer the question as a professional. Yes. Or
This is the professional speak for therapists, right? That's the way they're trained. Okay. Okay. They're trying to be Becky without being Becky.
Oh no.
Do our women look like they?
You've heard the question 3 times. Are black women are?
I'm gonna say that's tough. That's tough because the answer is yes. The answer is yes. We belong to like y'all. Yes, y'all are for us, and we are for you.
Black men. I want you to understand. Black men. Hold on, man. Black men. I want you to understand how you felt when you saw her struggling to try to get this lie out of her mouth. That is the link.
She struggled. That's tough. Why is it tough? It's a yes or no. Why is it tough?
You go back to the You go back to the comment section. Go to the time of date stamp. Go there and look at what the black men say. I know what I felt here.
Oh my God.
No, ma'am, because I know the question I'm asking, and the answer is I can objectively say no, you're not, and I can say it, but you don't want to admit what we can see. If you look at what the men are saying, they're saying no, but you're still trying to tell us, yeah, we are, and the men are like, well, what world are you seeing? It's like, y'all, and you're a professional. I'm like, answer as a professional, and you're still gonna get to the point where like, well, yeah. Then the men don't know what they're seeing.
Black women flew to Thailand and Colombia and the DR so they could date you. They didn't come here to date the local men. How many black women you see in Thailand dating the local men or showing their Thai boyfriend or their Chinese boyfriend? They don't. They complain about you not dating them. They talk about the date. Well, as soon as they talk about the dating environment in wherever country they're in, they never talk about the local men. Why is that? Because they don't date them. They come there looking for you.
Oh, yes, we definitely belong to you, and we want to just improve those relationships. I feel like we just have a difficult.
You belong to us. You belong to us. This is what you're saying. So if that's the case, then why would a black man ask a black woman to smile? Is she offended?
Ooh.
You belong to us.
Now,
I disagree with being offended. But I don't disagree.
Why? Okay, offended, whatever. Why does she feel put upon? Why does she feel like it makes a demand of her? If it's just a smile, and understand, a black woman who's a femininity influencer asked her femininity group who wants to be married to black men to just smile at every black man, and she was savage for months. You know this is common, man. If black women truly belong to black men, as you say they do, why do black women feel put upon by simply being asked to smile at black men?
In fact, unless you're extremely attractive or you have something that they want, black women, you actually say hello to a black woman, she'll actually look the other way. She won't even say hello. And that used to be a very common thing that every a woman or every person from the South was trained, okay, until they moved to the urban areas, okay? They used to at least say hello. They might not hold time with you. They might not like you, but they would at least acknowledge your presence and say hello. They don't even do that shit no more. They look away. You look toward them like you're going to say hello. They look off like they don't even see you. Okay? I remember 15 years ago, black men were complaining about this. Sisters looking away. Wouldn't even say hello. Okay? Wouldn't even try to be friendly.
And here's the problem. If we can't have real conversations with our women, because I'm going to tell you something, man. Black men know you're lying. They know you're conflicted. Ma'am, look in the comment section. The black men know you're not being honest.
Yeah, they do. He's upset. And that's not normally Kevin. Winter Soldier Chip suppression and removal fee. Downright refuse to deal with any of this ever again. Respect to you and for your work. I mean, this is not the first time I brought this up. Okay, because I actually did a video on this right after he did it.
And black, I think honestly, I think black men want relationships with black women more than black women want relationships with black men. Because when asked this question, you're speaking aspirationally. Men are saying, no, you're not ours. And they can see you struggling. But you're going to find a way to rejigger this to make it make sense. And men are saying, you're not ours. We can't even ask you to smile at us.
Okay. So, brothers, we love you. Let me just tell you. Jessica had a beautiful smile.
No. Before we get to that, we need truth.
Okay.
Can you honestly say that greater than 50% of the adult black females act and move as though they belong to black men?
No. And I'm going to answer. Can I rebuttal to that?
Go ahead.
I don't feel like the majority necessarily act like they belong to any man, though. So it's not like we're ditching them.
There's only one, but you can rebuttal that, man, but you're only supposed to belong to one.
Yes.
See, that's subjective variable bullshit. That's not an answer, man. Black men don't want to hear that we don't belong, because you don't expect every man to protect you. When somebody's going upside your head, you ain't asking Bradley, Ahmed, Enrique, protect us. You asking a black man to protect you.
Exactly. And they get on TikTok every day, and something happened to them. The first thing they did, I'm sure even with the woman that was pregnant, right? Okay, it was I think it was her son. Her little boy was trying to step in the gap and protect her. Probably the very little boy that she says it looks like too much like his daddy. Okay, Simp chip lobotomy fee because desperate times call for desperate measures. I heard that. Continuing.
Correct.
So we don't give a shit if you don't feel like you belong to anybody else. White women, do white women act like they belong to white men?
Yes.
Yes or no? Do Hispanic women act like they belong to Hispanic men?
Absolutely.
Do Asian women act like they belong to Asian men?
Definitely.
Do Middle Eastern women act like they belong to Middle Eastern men?
Yes.
Do black women act like they belong to black men?
By and large, no. But
the fact that you had to even put a modifier on there says you are still conflicted with the reality you are seeing. There was no modifier ever before black people. No modifier. 100%. And see, that's 100%. The problem. And that's the problem, because it is going to come down to women checking women and getting you guys straight. We cannot fix you because you have no respect for us.
Hear that, Jeff? Okay. We cannot fix them. Okay. And I love my pro-black brothers, man, because y'all doing the Lord's work. Okay. You guys had your finger in the dam during the flood, okay? During a tsunami, okay? Y'all gonna keep putting your finger in the dam because if you do, just maybe you don't let that drop of water through, it won't flood and actually kill the whole community, okay? Got too many things working against you, okay? In this country, I commend them, okay? I love that they do it. That's like I really don't talk about it that much, okay? Go in on them, okay? I'm done. Because all the stuff I look at, it's not possible. If these chicks do not change, if these black women do not change their attitude, and like they say, put their elbow in it, along with us, it's not gonna work. I was listening to May talk about Dr. Thunder, okay? And May says she's upscale, pro-black, love black men, all that kind of shit. I hear how they talk about us, how she was talking about him. Like a dog. Black women talk about you like a dog and they think that shit is fucking normal. That's the problem. I hear my mother talk about black men like a dog, and the thing is, I know she doesn't mean it harmfully because that's normal to her. We cannot talk about black women like that, like they talk about us. They'd be upset. They'd be all kind of distraught. They'd be having the police on our ass, just like they do on YouTube. They can talk about us any kind of way that they want to. Jeff knows that. He's heard it. That's normal to them. But let us say one little thing that, whether it's true or not, about black women, all of a sudden, boop. Okay, you can hear the record scratch. Stop the presses. Okay. So this is so on point yet painful at the same time. The thing is, he was upset. Okay, and the thing is, this is one time Kevin, it's hard to get Kevin out of his out of his profile, okay, off his square, right? He was pissed. He was really pissed, man. And the thing is, she's not a Keisha, okay? She's not a regular Keisha. She's educated with a degree in the field, a licensed therapist talking this crap, man. She ain't just the average person, okay? She does this for a living. And she can't be honest. Anyhow, continuing.
You only respect each other. And if we can't rely on the educated of you and the intelligent of you and the learned of you to at least be honest, black men will sit back saying, who the fuck can we rely on? Honestly.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying that men can't. Black men are just asking black women to be nice to us.
Yes, yes, yes. Say it again, black man. That's all. That's it. That's all. We ain't asking them to actually lay down their lives or go to war or make a ton of money or basically buy into our whatever it is, right? Okay? Just be nice. They can't even do that.
That's it. Just be nice to us. And they can't get that en masse on a regular basis. I don't know if you ladies really understand how bad it is.
The only way they could, they said the only way they could be nice to us is do what? For us to pay them. They have to be paid. We have to pay for the fucking girlfriend experience from black women, okay? We have to pay for it. You can't be a regular guy with a regular job and have a black woman be nice to you. You have to pay for it, what, in money or dick? I learned that, okay? Either resources or dick. It's the only way they're going to be nice to you. Are you blow their back out and make them come and wet all over themselves, okay, and put them to sleep, okay, or you actually take care of them and give them what they want. It's only two ways. Otherwise, they don't treat you nicely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then when you see a black girl get hit in the face with a skateboard, you want black men to check him because he shouldn't have hit her. There shouldn't be no violence. But then you ask yourself a question: why does this black man feel so detached from this black woman?
Yes.
Because they can feel it, and y'all won't be honest. And it takes me asking questions this way and that way, and before I can even kind of nail the jello on the wall, and it's still Do you want black men to do this when it comes to talking about our obligation to you? Do you want modifiers from us when it comes to you?
No. You ask some tough questions.
Because it needs to be asked, because I should not have to ask the motherfucking question.
Becky
ain't got to, Brad ain't got to ask it of Lee doesn't have to ask it of Maylene. Enrique doesn't have to ask it of Marisol.
Don't hurt her. Don't hurt her, little brother. Don't hurt her.
Anu doesn't have to ask it of pick a Middle Eastern name. But Keith has to ask it of Keisha.
Yeah. Got to pay her. Not ask her, but pay her. Until you do right by Keisha, life will be bad for you. The women nowadays, that's one thing I hate, boy. Women nowadays, what you guys have, you got to pay her to be nice, okay? You got to pay her to be nice.
Somebody got to ask it. I'll take the smoke. Thank you.
Even though our women were meaner, we at least got something back. Okay, trust and believe, man. You young guys, y'all don't want them. Y'all don't want them old time chicks, man. You hear their mouths. You really don't. Okay.
For at least trying to be honest, man. But this is where the fuck we are.
Yeah.
That's why I got upset and said no. When you go into the same old trope of black women do this because of we're mourning for our brothers, and I'm like, whoa. I know more black men who say, I ain't got to worry about the white man. I got to worry about this woman laying next to me. This is my oppressor.
Yeah, because she going to sick other black men to come kill me before the white man ever does, okay? That's why black on black crime exists, is because of Keisha, okay? She done told something to sick somebody on you. Nobody wants to talk about that.
This is my abuser. This is the one that calls CPS and child support and the white man on me when I ain't doing what the hell she think I should be doing. This is what brings the white man into my house.
Oh, God.
Ask your brothers.
I had to get on my daughter when she was younger about pointing her finger. Okay, and she was 3. Okay, I had to remind her, both my daughters, about that crap, how they talk to me. Okay, I didn't like when I got 21. I didn't allow my mother to talk to me that way. So I'm not going to allow my woman or my kids to talk to me that way. It's not going to happen. I refuse to talk to them that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Watch this.
Money work.
He had to take a minute, man. He had to take a minute. He had to take a minute. I don't blame him. He had to take a minute. He had to take a minute. That's why when I heard the young man say that about black women not liking us and what his experience actually was, right? Okay, you put these 2 things together, okay? And I wish it was abnormal. Mr. Z plays this stuff all the time. We have a whole industry with us playing Keisha actually bad mouthing us. A whole industry, okay? Women, black women on TikTok make bank talking about our ass, talking negatively about our ass. Make bank on TikTok, okay? Easiest way. You have black men that make bank talking about us. Hating black men is a cottage industry, okay? They make millions and millions of dollars, probably billions of dollars, okay? Oprah did it. Oprah got to be a billionaire by doing that shit, okay? She did. A billionaire. Time to let Keisha go, BGS, rest in peace. The thing is, man, you know what? The reason I keep talking about Keisha is because y'all won't let her go. Yeah, black men have to be some of the most loyal men on the fucking planet. They do. God bless them, okay? No other group of men would take this kind of... The Chinese men start going looking for other wives. They don't take that shit from their women, okay? Chinese government has to stop them from going outside the country getting their other women. Okay, Korean men, the Korean government is actually paying men to actually go over into Vietnam and Laos and other places like that to get other women. Okay, they don't take this shit. They don't take nowhere near the amount of abuse that black men take. None. Appreciate you, BH Hunter. Yeah. And thing, nobody says anything about Latinos, white men, Asian men going outside the country to get women. Okay, as soon as we do it, guess what? We can't even go to fucking Africa. Can't even go to fucking Africa with other black women and get women from Africa. Okay, that's how bad it is. Now, they pay African women over there to actually talk bad about us. Go to Kenya. They have a whole bunch of Kenyan women talking bad about us because they're paid by black women to actually badmouth us. Okay? That's how bad it is. And then everybody says, okay, if passport bros are men that you don't want, how come you're following them all over the world? How come you're bad mouthing them? How come you're bad mouthing the women that will actually accept them? We got to be tricks. We got to be Johns. All that kind of stuff. You're not worth anything because you got to buy it. We buy it here. I wish I could find it. See if I can find it. I wish I could find it because I was just looking at it. Where a guy, I don't know, I think he's a rapper. I'm not sure exactly what he was. He was saying the exact same thing in a short. See if I can find it. Here it is. And he says the exact same thing I said because I was actually brought up by, I learned from Max and Pimps. Said Dynasty channel showed me that A brother got an Ethiopian woman, and sisters were still talking ish. I will never forget that. Yep, there's a reason for it because you fuck up the economics. Okay, you're taking away their ConcuServe. They don't like that. That means they got to step up their game and pay more. Drives up the price. But this is a brother saying the exact same thing I said about passport bros and about local dating, as they say. Okay.
I take a woman out to eat. If I gotta flourish her and she give me some, you know what that's called? Whether it's intentionally or unintentionally,
Tricking if you.
it's a price. I paid the you. Whether you want to admit it or not, I paid the you. If I can talk to you and you, I didn't pay the you. But if I gotta wine and dine you to you, I paid the you. So that's why most tricks out here rather just give you some money and just get over all that.
Yes.
That's why most niggas become tricks.
Yeah.
I'd rather not deal with the problems, you heard me?
Yeah.
What I'm dealing with the problems for? Here, take this money, give me some and let me get the on. You heard
That's
me?
your end goal. Yes.
That's all about end goals.
Got it.
That is our end goal.
Some do want to get to know him.
If I want to get to know you, we're gonna play a different game, and you're not gonna trip on me getting your if you really want to get to know me.
Yes.
Because I'ma feel okay if I don't you and I like you that much. I'm not tripping on your pussy. I don't like you that much.
Oh, wow.
Now, this is the reality of things. Even though you have different guys, especially in this manosphere, red pill space, who will say different things, and I guess you feel better about yourself if you don't come out and just pay a woman for some buns, right? If
You want the girlfriend experience, okay?
you play the long game and you take her out on multiple dates, buy her gifts, courting her, yada yada yada, till you finally get the buns. And if you get the buns, right? Because you could be 2-3 dates in and she just decide, hey, I got what I needed up out of you. Let me go on about my business. You got dudes who go to strip clubs, never clap the cheeks, and they just spending money. And economically, a lot of times it just makes more sense to just say, hey, when you, especially the way women are now, how much are you selling it? Like, what's up? No disrespect. Are you selling it? Because you're talking about this, and this. What's happening? And a lot of dudes are doing that. And you can say, well, it's a rich man's game. And sometimes it is. Because dudes got more money than they got time to be playing with you. Playing all these different games.
Yeah.
I got something that you want, and you got something I want.
Yeah.
So let's get straight to it. And, oh, he's a simp. He pays for buns. I be seeing dudes, and dudes be getting mad about what a man does with his dick. And I get it. It kind of messes up the game.
It messes. Say it again. It messes up the game. Okay. Messes up the game.
Hoes ain't going nowhere, bro. Hoes are not going anywhere. Trust me. So your mama was a hoe.
Oh,
it's just what it is. So it's funny how he said that's not the end game. It is everybody's end game unless you just need a place to stay. I get it. You deal with a woman that's not that.
You need a place to stay, or you're trying to raise a family. I used to say that all the time because it never bothered me. Okay, pay or not pay. Okay, I've done both. Okay, I would tell the chick I'm dating, I'm not dating you to get your pussy. I'm dating you because because I like you, because I want you, not your pussy. Okay, in fact, maybe it's a warped sense of maybe it was a warped sense of mentality. Okay. If I paid for it, okay, that my nut is my nut. I don't give a shit about whether you get one or not. Okay. With my woman, I had to make sure that she came. Otherwise, the household was all fucked up. So basically, I usually tell guys, if you're in a relationship, okay, that your nut is not for you. Okay. Your nut is to give her one. Sex is for her. If you're in a relationship, okay, if you want to pay for it, I don't give a shit. Okay. If I'm in Colombia and I'm banging, okay, I don't give a shit where she comes or not. I don't give a shit. I'm not in a relationship, okay? In a relationship, I got to make sure that she comes, okay? Got to make sure that she gets hers, that she's happy. Because inside a relationship, sex is not for me, okay? I get a little maintenance and get my little 10% off the top as a finder's fee. But the thing is, my job is to give her an orgasm. That's my job as a black man, okay? Trust and believe. You ever want to hear a black woman talk shit, don't give her a nut. She gonna talk about your ass, whether in front of you, in front of your face, or behind your back, like a dog, and you know it. Black women want you to pay the bill, take her out to dinner, and she better get her 2 orgasms. If she doesn't, she ain't gonna be happy. I had to learn that shit the hard way. Get your 10% off the top. Get your fucking 10% off the top. Oh, we got 600 in the chat. Okay, y'all hit me. Y'all hit up a like. Okay, give me a $1 holler if you like what you just heard. Okay. I know this will be popular, especially if I play KS. But thing is, what that brother said, okay, at the beginning, and what KS experienced during that live stream, he had to take a minute, man. He shed a thug tear behind that shit, man. KS was shedding thug tears behind that shit because it was right in this. This was not a regular Keisha, okay? This is a therapist that studies this stuff, right? Saying the exact same shit. She could not defend it. They cheat me on the likes, okay? Y'all hit the like button, man, because I'm here punching the clock. At least give me a like, okay? Appreciate yourself. Appreciate you, HF. I don't really ask for money, but I do ask for likes, man, because guess what? YouTube fucks with me as it is, man. I'm trying to get to 50. I'm damn near at 50,000, which is my goal. And YouTube is still slow dragging me, okay, by taking away subs. So if you're not subbed, you're here and you're not subbed, go check your subscription and see if they took away your sub, okay? If you're here, I'm trying to get my 50, before I close up shop, okay? I'm trying to get me and the doc to 50, okay? I ain't asking for 100. I'm not asking for 1 million, okay? If I get my 50, I'm happy. First, I thought I was only gonna get 500. If I get to 50, I'm happy. So if you're not subscribed, go hit the button and subscribe to me, man, because YouTube does me dirty. Anyway. What's going on, Blue? I appreciate your work. Appreciate you. Captain Obvious, appreciate you for the taco tax. Afro Nation, appreciate you. King Pepper, appreciate you. Black women benefit off our economic oppression, and they do, man. Black women, Pauli Murray and Eleanor Roosevelt sold our jobs to white women because they ain't take nothing. They ain't take shit from the white man. They took it from you. That's how they got their jobs. They ain't take shit from the white man. They took it from you. He still got his job. He still has his job. Okay, white women took your job. Black women took your job. Because if you go look at the stats, right, okay, as far as earnings was concerned, back in 1960, it was white men, black men, white women, and black women, okay? After 1964, Becky started moving up. By the time the mid-1970s rolled around, Becky was making more money than you. She was taking your jobs and your money. And black women allowed that money, instead of going into the black family, they were allowed to go into the white family. That's how come white wealth versus black wealth quadrupled. Okay, quadrupled, 400%. It's because white women became the second in line as far as earnings. Okay, as far as major groups. Okay. They talk about Hispanics and Latins, all that kind of stuff. But guess what? Guess what the Asian women didn't do? Okay, they ain't take those jobs out of Asian man's pocketbook. It's because he brings it home to his family, right? Same thing with East Asians. Same thing with Latinos. Okay, Latino women are not taking jobs away from the Latino men. But guess who does? Guess who allowed their jobs to be taken? And still cry about it. And then say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, okay? Ain't just a white man saying, it's her. Anyhow, before VHS goes on a complete meltdown, okay, I am going to call it here. Appreciate you guys for the donations, okay? And I will see you guys later. Summon VHS immediately, okay? I'm trying to contain him, man, because that brother has a tendency to go off. Evil Twin has a tendency to cut deep, okay? Like what did he say? He said, cut him low. Oh boy, cut him low. Betamax. It still does hurt, but the thing is, because it took me about an hour to find it. Okay, because I remember I had done it. It took me about an hour to find it. When I found it, I said this goes perfectly with what that man said. Okay, and tomorrow they want me to do George Frazier, agreeing with Kevin. Okay, appreciate your chance. I have a rant coming, but it's coming on the Black Pill Gnostic page. I gotta go ahead and edit it and put it up. I have a rant coming. There's a rant that's coming. Okay. In fact, there might be a couple. 8-track. We ain't going that far back. Even though I never had an I never had an 8-track in a car. Okay, when by that time we had cassettes, and I wanted a cassette instead of 8-track because I hate 8-tracks. Always faltered. Okay, you see all kind of 8-tracks laying in the street because the tape would actually tear up. So I never had an 8-track. Okay, I had a cassette. Anyhow, drop that beat. I haven't done. I haven't done the drop. I haven't done that kind of rant in a long time. Yeah, VHS. I try to. Yeah, VHS. I try to keep VHS under wraps, man, because VHS will get me booted. So I gotta issue them out in small doses. Okay. Oh yeah, mix. Oh yeah, I used to do that all the time, man. That's the first thing we did. Make mixtapes. Record the radio in certain orders. Okay. Blessings to the taco stand. Yeah, I feel a side of quesadilla in my future as we speak. Is the smooth voice BGS throwback with the worn out hoarse voice old BGS? I don't know. Well, uh, it is what it is. Okay. Time waits for nobody. But I'm still here. How do we fix this on the globe? Okay, the globe is going to fix itself. Okay. It's in transition already. The globe is out of our hands. Okay. Everybody knows that white supremacy is not dead, but it's dying a very agonizing death right now. Donald Trump and other people are trying to save it, but it's dying a very agonizing death. There's nothing they can do about that. That's how come all your white people here in the United States are all upset. Because it's dying. And nothing they can do about it. They would like to reclaim it, but they can't fight the whole world. It is what it is. So globally, it's going to happen in its own time. It's not, you can't speed it up or slow it down. But what you can do is play your part in it. That's all you can do. Octane book, yeah, it is in it's in process. Let's put it that way. Africa is the only continent above replacement rate. Yeah, that's true. At least for now. Anyhow, y'all, let me get out of here. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I think I want to review George Frazier's interview that everybody actually may not happen in my lifetime, but maybe my descendants will be from the fall of the empire. Oh no, you don't. It's going to happen in your lifetime. I don't know how old you are, but it's going to happen in your lifetime. In fact, they're talking about it. It's collapsing in real time right about now. Everybody agrees with the same thing. Okay, everybody agrees with it. Okay. The empire is crumbling as we speak. The thing is, what's going to be left of us if it does? You ever see a lot of white people tweaking in North Florida? They're trying to create a stronghold here. They can do whatever they want, okay? Do whatever they want. For the coffers, appreciate you, Joseph. Anyhow, let's get out of here, folks. Peace and blessings, okay?
What can I say? Mamba out.
Muzyka Denis Siedem.